Alright, Abe. Ready for the ride of your life? Never done this before. The one I'm sending down? Nope. That one. What have I got? Yes. You know what dawned on me? I think you're about to just blow up the ship. Everything comes down anyway. I'm gonna save real quick. Alright. Wish him luck. There's a bunch of stuff. Duplicate crash landed. Well, any landing you can walk away from, right? Let's check that thing. Where are you going? Oh, there he is. No way you are going to sleep right now, pal. That is beyond a terrible idea. Abe. Abe, I don't need to tell you this. This is a horrible idea. Well, at least the rover's kind of doing your job. Here, tell you what. Let's let the rover... I don't want to do this. Go here. At the very least, the rover can supply all the steel. While Abe takes the most poorly timed nap ever. Yep, no, okay. You didn't get this done? It's not like we're on a schedule here. Where are you going? Oh, because you can only carry so much at a time. What are you doing? This. Build this. It's at 9. Can you not build this? It's like they just intentionally want to make you angry, don't they? Damn. We've got... what's in here? Nope, it won't let me click on them because I have to, like, click away from the world first. Or reload, which is... I've noticed that too. Sometimes I've had to save and reload. Yep, I'll have to... You have a bunch of stuff trapped in wreckage. But at the very least, we get this finished. And then once he's down, intensely bright. Yeah, it's... we are definitely going to be making a lot of solar power here. And built. Star map. Let's make sure Stinky is in his suit. Get this thing on, Stink. Get that on nice and quick. And I think this will be the... second? No, Stink went to... you stopped here, I think. This will be like the third planet old Stink's been to. Oh, yeah, he's got to take a nap. Abe's not sure what to do. Get in here real quick. Assign this one to Abe. Where are we here? There we are. So we should have some place to go. Next problem. Yeah, I need a way to recharge suits, don't I? Need some way. I can't even do that until I've got something reasonably sealed up. You guys are going to be... you guys' life is going to suck for a while, Abe. Don't know how to tell you this. It's really unfortunate. Several cycles along. They at least have a habitat. Stress is shockingly high because up until I just got this put in maybe a couple cycles ago. This down here was... You can't really tell anymore. This... I blocked in this part. Gave them some gas masks. Just so they have air while they're over here. But then you have to waterlock it off. So they were constantly getting soggy feet. Got this thing built. At least now, the soggy feet thing will go away. The other issues... Someone's got popped eardrums. Oh yeah, the quick oxygenation way of blowing up one of these canisters. And then whining about low oxygen, which is like, so you had too much and now you have not enough. It's like, please pick one. Bladders are full. They can still pee in that thing. There's lots of water in here still. Right now, I could have swore I sent a bunch of regolith over here. And I don't know where it went. I tried to put a bunch in here and it's just not there. I couldn't tell you how much regolith I sent here, but none of it's here. Like it got dropped, or it's... But if it got dropped, it would turn into glass. There would be glass here somewhere. Unless it like turned into glass and then got picked up and put into a bin as glass. But that's, like, come on. I don't believe that's going to happen for a moment. But at least it's up and functional. Stinky had to get a bunch of points in engineering to build this thing, which is unfortunate because Stinky doesn't have those as things he wants to do. Abe does. Abe only had like 3 points. So all I can really do is get him suit use, whatever the frickin' word for it is. Repair Atmo suit. I still gotta move all this stuff inside before they break a bunch of it. Because otherwise it's like, okay, well, now I gotta take something apart. This doesn't work. I know that's over with. So do me a favor, move all the reed fiber in here. And my frame's getting down to around, according to Bandicam, like 15 while I'm here. But if I head over to where all the fish at, wow, I'm down to like 11. I gotta squash these things in somehow. I think I'll get everything out of there. I just do this. Oh, and ran out of material again. I gotta ship these guys a bunch of ores one of these days. I just have to. But since Flamelin is at least set up and functional, reasonably thereof. Wow, these guys are 400. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because they have all of their food is in here. Gotta migrate absolutely everything out of this. So if I send it back, all this stuff is still here. That's gonna take a while. And somewhere in all of these, hey, hang on a minute, I saw that. I want that one, because that's got seeds in it for... And I want that one. So I can at least try to decorate some of this stuff. And then Regolith will get this going, and they'll have a bathroom, which should help with their morale a bit more. Oh, you're seeing this 79 broken buildings. That's almost entirely over here at Rakora. So all of those warnings are going to be there probably for the rest of the game. Unless I do something foolish like land, repair this, and then coat the sky in steel. To make sure it doesn't all get bludgeoned to pieces again. Aye. And things have definitely improved. Both their dupes are down to 0% stress. I think a bunch of this was to do with... I've got them not working during the brightest parts of the day. Once the soggy feet went away, the biggest issue was they go in here and get the... There's a debuff for being too bright. Which I guess because there's about almost no other light anywhere. Yeah, it would kind of hurt to walk outside into that. We're down to 0% stress. Got oxygen coming in from somewhere. And plastic and wood. Because wood will help me... I'll put this. Right now I don't have anyone that can dig up obsidian. Or... I'm not even sure I get igneous rock. Is there any igneous rock around here I can test on? Oh, it's all feckin' obsidian. That's gonna be a while. But the pod has decided to help me out with that. A digging, dieting decorator with diver's lungs. I'm not worried about cooking. No one here is ever going to cook. Critter version, I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of critters here either. The only critters I could see ever having here would probably be Drekos. Because I grabbed some out of the pod. They haven't hatched yet. But at least they can live on like balm lilies. Which only require chlorine, which would require me to ship chlorine out here, which is... I'm not even sure I want to get that involved with this planet. I just want to get a bunch of this niobium. Once I've got it, I can make thermium, harness this volcano, and I'm really hoping there's another POI I'm building on this. I'm running out of places to look for artifacts. Spit this guy out. Punk. You're going to need a schedule all on your own, and I don't know exactly where you're going to wind up, so... I will just have you there. Does that work? Yeah. Bit more downtime to deal with stress. Who are you again? Meep. Meep? I've already forgotten your name, sir. Meep. Meep is gonna dig. Meep is not gonna do well in a suit, however. Meep won't be doing a lot of digging. What I ought to do... Let's do that. That way I can keep Meep from getting out and at least have him run around doing stuff in here for a while. Not wearing out my suits. That gives me 3 dupes here, getting 200 kilos of oxygen a cycle. I think the regular intake is 60? These two guys are definitely going to help. At least conserve some amount of oxygen. It'll keep coming in. As soon as someone goes outside to look for it. I know there's oxygen out here. There it is, right there. Yeah. Thanks, Meep. It's exactly what I didn't want you to do. Yeah, they're intensely bright. That's the thing. I think that gives them a debuff. Yep. So as long as they're not doing stuff during the worst parts of the day, they'll be okay. I think Meep has already got 4% stress just because of how bright it is. Find some way to deal with that. But at least the colony's up and running, and now it's just a matter of developing skills. So I can get down here. Hopefully next episode I'll have something to show you about that. And I'll see you then.